10 things that you can make money on during retirement. And I don't want you to be bored. I want you to enjoy it, and I want it to be sustainable. I want you to really, and me, enjoy all the things that you've earned over this amount of time. If you don't know about my channel, I make things in my garage because I was wondering, what am I going to do in retirement? How am I going to unplug? Eventually, corporate America will not be part of my life, whether or not it's retirement or some type of second job when I'm in my 60s. We can make money and still enjoy our lives. And the number one thing is laser engraving. So whether or not you've seen a photo laser engraved in a piece of wood or a custom barbecue utensil, laser engraving is something that connects with people, and it's something that's totally doable. Dog walking. I've seen people connecting with animals and staying in shape. You don't need a website. All you have to do is either create a Facebook page or an Instagram page. So you're like, I really like animals. I really want to do this. Consider dog walking. The next thing is writing book reviews. Reading is something that I've always struggled with because of my intention, but I've recently joined Audible and I can listen to books now and really enjoy them. I joined Goodreads, and whether or not you're an Amazon fan or you're not, you can actually make money by reading and then reviewing. Assembling furniture. IKEA and all these furniture places, including, need to be assembled. Again, this is something that you don't need a website for. You can create an Instagram page and put the name of your company, and it's free, and you can start posting pictures of you assembled this, you assembled this, and then eventually you will have not a difficult handyman business where you're up on gutters and falling on ladders. You simply will connect with someone, and maybe you'll install a dresser, maybe you'll reinstall something or fix something else, and it's something that gets you out of the house, and then you can make money. But I would specifically call that a furniture assembly or a sports equipment assembly company. I wouldn't just try to do a handyman thing. I was an usher when I was in college for 4 years, and I had so much fun being around those people, giving tours of places of the city. I've done this in the past when I was at Michigan State, and I was the guy that was on the bus giving tours, and I really pushed myself mentally, and it really felt great to have that extrovert time and connect with other people. And there's so many tours, whether or not it's a museum or a golf or a city, you can potentially give tours. Again, you can just contact your local downtown area. Organizing and just offering a little bit of help around the house. So basically this would be an hourly wage where you would go in and help people declutter. A lot of the baby boomers, a lot of people will need something, some motivation to get rid of stuff. We recently, what we called right-sized, and we are now living in a smaller home, even though that I have a 3-car garage to be able to do this YouTube channel and my maker business. So organizing and minor home help. I don't want anyone on ladders. I don't want any of that crazy stuff, picking up lumber, building decks. No. What it is simply organizing their drawers, their garage, and everything else. And it's just an hourly rate. And don't feel bad when you charge what your going rate is. Online resale, if you ship the items. And in order to ship the items, I have a label maker, and I use a company called Shippo. There's no brand connection or anything else like that. But you need to have a label maker, a boxing area, and then you need to potentially, if you're near a storage unit, it would make your life a lot simpler. I have one that's going to be part of 2026. Research what items, what they sold for, not what they're listed for, and then you can find those at garage sales and Goodwill and all those type of things, and just connect with people. It's something I enjoy. Don't have people come to your house. Just do not have people come to your house. Okay, tutoring per hour. You would set up online tutoring, and you would be able to you would have a scheduling utility. I use Squarespace, and you would be able to book the time. You need to accept your payment prior to going ahead and doing that event. And then you do it over Zoom. Now, understand that Zoom requires you to pay over 45 minutes. So consider Google, which is free. The next thing is making art. You don't need to be an artist to make art. You need to make stuff that people would actually put inside of their home. And how you know that is, this is the most valuable thing of this video, is that you need to use a market research tool. And that market research tool, there's several of them. And for Etsy, it's called Everbee. And then Everbee, which is, you can just Google it and find things out. It's going to blow you away with what these companies make. Whether or not you're using a stencil to create the art or you're using markers, you need to get feedback. If you love what you're doing, it doesn't mean other people will. You need to kind of expand this. This has the longer road. I believe everyone can create art that other people will put in their home, in their space. The last one is, and I think this is going to be huge because I have lost both of my parents, is companionship. This is an hourly service where you just spend time with someone, not nursing. So you're marketing to family members that are out of town that would really like someone to sit with someone else, and you can choose who you choose to do it with. But it is something that you can do in retirement and you can make money doing, and you can really give back. My name is Ryan. I run a maker shop in Durham, North Carolina, where I created my garage over to a space where I can create lots of things in retirement and enjoy this really sweet time of my life. Peace out. Whatever you do, make something that connects someone. Bye.